is there some sort of recent project that sort of stands out to you? It's a kind of a good case study for people who are trying to kind of understand what to expect.
Yeah, so we've and you can have a look at this on our socials. We've just had a handover of a project that I started right as COVID started. So
Oh yeah.
the installation was very slow because we couldn't get to site very often. But it's a 7.5 kilometer series of 3 conveyors that runs from a coal unloading station to a power plant. It's the main arterial supply. It's 2,500 tons an hour of thermal coal going into the primary bunker. If that supply line for any, if that conveyor was cut for any reason, it would be, something like 40 or 50% of the power of New South Wales, which is the state Sydney's in. So it's a pretty significant amount of people would be looking at power disruptions if that conveyor was down for any length of time due to a catastrophic failure or something getting torn in half. There's no backups on this particular conveyor. Yeah.
So when you're wrong time to have a drink of coffee.
Yep. Oh, I'm from Melbourne. It's fine.
Australia's big into coffee, isn't it?
Melbourne's considered the coffee capital of the world.
I've heard.
I'm struggling with North American coffee, I must say.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it what?
I haven't seen a percolator in Australia since like 93. Like, it's not done. We've got a huge population of Greeks and Italians, especially in Melbourne, especially in Sydney. They brought that culture with them. It's amazing.
Really?
And the coffee is outrageously good in Melbourne.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
When you come down, I'll take you out somewhere. Just to one of the local places, it'll knock your socks off.
Really? Just an everyday place.
Everyday places. So Starbucks, I think, went bust twice in Australia.
Really?
Yeah, because the base level of coffee is so much better.
Well, that Starbucks is our main sponsor, but
there it is. There it is.
I'm kidding. They wouldn't. So on a project like that, what's the onboarding like on something like that? Is it because it's such a valuable asset that you're essentially monitoring?
Yeah. So I'll give you a cutout that you can probably put up on the screen. Or something.
Sure.
It's a traffic light based system. So we keep it simple for the operators because sometimes the operators can be simple. So we want to make sure that it's really clear. So we'll give you a list. So you sit down. The system's run right before your shift started. It's running a series of alarms and a report. You read the report and you can see all the new idlers. So anything that wasn't there yesterday has come up, and then you can see anything that's escalated to a certain level, and then you get a list of everything else. And you can go through and go, I need to really check out 2241, idler number 2241 on conveyor 2, because that has been read for 2 days.
So this is every idler.
Every idler frame. So traditionally in an idler, you'll have three, and then 2 on the return. So 3 on the carry, 2 on the return. We'll nail it down generally to that trio, right? Because we run along the stringers on both sides of the belt, so it's kind of a parallel system.
Yeah.
We'll also give you left, right. It's an indication though, not a measurement, because we're looking at how much signal we're getting left versus right. So it's inferred. So it's not a true measurement in that respect. But that'll give you left, right, which idler, and we're generally accurate to that frame plus or minus 1. Depending on the spacing. Obviously, if they're really close together, the accuracy goes out a little, but yeah.